All right, welcome back to the bar. We're going to talk about illegal crime. Well, I guess all crime is illegal, but crime that is committed by illegal immigrants. Come on back.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm going to start us off with our liquor moment that are brought to you by our sponsors. And here's a little word on our sponsors.
We would like to thank our sponsors, Kristen and Tom Clem Realtors. If you're ready to buy or sell a home in the Central Florida area, these are the folks you need to contact. And also to Clem and Company Property Investments. When you're ready to sell that piece of property, make sure you call Tom with Clem and Company Property Investments. He will take care of you. All of their information can be found in the links below.
Our liquor moment. Tonight we're going to do Proper 12, which is a Irish whiskey.
Why are we doing
from
Irish
Ireland?
whiskey?
Because today is St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day to everybody. Hope you guys are having a few. We're going to try this out and give it a little judge here.
Yeah. You know, my go-to is not an Irish whiskey. I'm usually a bourbon guy, but this is actually pretty good.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I've never heard of or had Proper 12, but maybe I'll have 12.
Damn, that is smooth. Maybe I'll have 12.
I'm enjoying that.
Buddy,
Yeah,
that is really smooth.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's like Bushmill smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. All right, what's our show all about
All right,
tonight?
so we're going to talk about, and you've probably seen the murder of the nursing student in Georgia, but we're going to talk about illegal immigrant crime in general. This is a podcast on law enforcement and crime, and that's what we're gonna cover. So, over the last several years, way too many people have come over our border, and before you guys all get your panties in a wad thinking that we're anti-immigration and people from other countries. My mom was Canadian, and she came here and she became a naturalized citizen.
Yeah, she
was.
was.
She did not murder or rape anybody or kill anybody in DUI crashes. So there's that. The number of crimes committed by illegal immigrants in the United States has surged just astronomically since 2021. Homicides, assaults, incidents of domestic violence, illegal weapons, sexual offenses, DUIs, all that have just come up. Illegal immigrants committed 1,178 assaults and domestic violence in 21, and that's a 400% increase from the year before. 400% more than in 2022 and 2020. 60 homicide convictions were attributed to illegal immigrants in 21. 60 murders of American citizens in 2021.
And I bet you it's even worse in 2023.
Yeah, the numbers aren't out yet, but there's rarely a day that goes by where we haven't seen some kind of violent rape, murder, aggravated assault, DUI, homicide committed by committed by an illegal immigrant. Not all of them are bad. Again, a lot of people want to come here for a better life. I get that. But a lot of criminals come here too. Yeah. When we're just letting everybody come through the doors, when we let everybody, flush through the doors, there's going to be people who are not good people.
They have nefarious reasons.
Nefarious reasons, right?
You like that? That's my word of the day.
Word of the day, nefarious. And everybody who's like, oh, let's do open borders. I guarantee you go to their house and there's doors locked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And probably more than that have guns in the house.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything else. Open border. Well, I don't know. If they're claiming to have open borders, they probably don't have a gun in their houses.
No, guns are bad.
I'm sorry. Guns kill people. Yeah.
That's my liberal voice. Guns are evil.
Yeah. It sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Right.
Coming from Einstein hair. It's a little weird.
This is amazing. I spent an hour on this hair today.
I've seen better.
For the show.
I've seen that's Audubon hair. Audubon on a dog's ass.
So New York is suffering hugely on this issue. These sanctuary cities, what's the saying? Come home to roost. These sanctuary cities.
Yeah.
Well, Greg Abbott said, oh, you want them? Here you go.
Yeah.
We can't handle them in Brownsville. They're all yours, New York. Oh, we can't handle them.
So did Ron DeSantis.
And they're beating up on cops and then just being walked out the door.
Early, 2 officers told them to move along. The gang looks like they're going to comply, but when the officers try to take one uncooperative man in a yellow shirt into custody, around 7 others surround them, punching and kicking the officers in the head and in the body while they are on the ground.
So it's
There's a video. We put out a short, where these illegal immigrants are beating the hell out of 2 NYPD cops.
Yep, absolutely.
Subway cops, I think it was, right?
Yeah,
beating
transit
the hell
cops,
out
yep.
of them. And everybody just stood around with their video cameras out. You know, I mean, it's like
the 60 homicides that happened in 2021 was a 1,900% increase from the year before. 1,900% increase. I would love to have a 1,900% increase in subscribers. So while you are watching this video, make sure and like and subscribe. What do you think about that segue?
that was a pretty damn good
Thank you.
plug. Bang, bang, bang. Don't forget to hit that bell to get notified every time we put out a video. Guys, we put out a short at least once a week, usually twice a week, and then a long form video once a week. And we're doing a live show later on. It's going to be like a 45-minute live show.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a blast.
LT's getting naked on it, so it's going to be amazing.
Question and answer session, the whole work. It's going to be a blast.
So
let's go to Bike Week.
Bike Week. So this is near where we live. Bike Week 2020. An illegal immigrant, Jean McCreen, out of Haiti.
2022, right?
What did I say? 20.
Welcome back, 812 now. A Haitian immigrant now in the Volusia County Jail. He is accused of stabbing a couple to death during Daytona Bike Week. Governor Ron DeSantis says the couple would be alive today if Jean Messine had never been allowed into the country in the first place.
21. Yeah. So 2 years ago, year and a half ago, this illegal immigrant from Haiti kills a husband and wife that were coming back from Bike Week. They were on their bicycles, they enjoyed Bike Week. And if you ever been to Bike Week, it's crazy.
It's a blast.
It's a blast.
I went this year. It was freaking awesome.
So they're coming back about early in the morning. Was 3 o'clock in the morning or so.
Yeah.
And this guy just runs up and murders both of them, stabs both of them to death.
Yep.
Illegal immigrant out of Haiti. Texas home invasion 2023 last year. Rafael Romero, Texas indicted this illegal immigrant for murdering, home invading, and brutally killing a 16-year-old in her home. Illegal immigrant out of Mexico.
Elizabeth Medina.
Yes, Elizabeth Medina. Yes, thank you. He took her head and beat it against the floor numerous times and stabbed her. Illegal immigrant out of through the southern border. And then, as we all know, as Joe Biden, unlike what Joe Biden says with Lincoln Riley, it's Laken Riley.
Yeah.
Was murdered by this scumbag who was from Venezuela. He made his way to New York. He's been in and out of the country several times. He's been arrested several times for child neglect and child abuse. And he makes his way to Athens, Georgia, where this nursing student, Laken Riley, is just minding her own business, running through a path, and this guy grabs her and brutally beats her to death.
And she was a University of Georgia alum, which...
Nursing student.
Yeah, nursing student. And as everybody knows, you can't see it now, but over on that wall over there, I am a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, so it kind of really hit home. It was just, it doesn't matter where she went to school. It's still a tragedy But yeah, it kind of hit home. And it really aggravated the piss out of me when Biden goes, Lincoln Riley. I mean, come on, dude. It's been all over the freaking news, everything else.
Yeah, one job.
You have one job to say this poor girl's name right, and you frig it all up.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he doesn't
come
care.
on.
He doesn't care.
No, he don't.
There's zero care, and if people cared, they would do something about the southern border, and he can lock it down right now. And I don't want the show to be a political thing, but this is a crime thing.
It is.
And not only do we have illegals committing massive amounts of crime, DUIs. When I was researching this, it's amazing. ICE reported that 175 illegal aliens were arrested for repeated DUI offenses.
An illegal immigrant now accused of killing a mother and son while driving drunk, and he had already been deported multiple times before his latest arrest. Lisa Cunha is live in Denver to fill in the missing pieces on this story. Lisa, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Bill. Four times, ICE officials tell Fox News they deported the suspect, Jose Menevar. And if convicted in this deadly crash, it will be his sixth DUI. In a bond hearing yesterday, the judge agreed to a $250,000 cash bond. Witnesses say Menevar was driving about 100 miles an hour when he slammed into the car Melissa Powell and her 16-year-old son, Reardon, were driving.
175, and this was in 2022.
Wow.
1 year, 175 illegal immigrants were arrested for repeated DUI
not
offenses.
their first timers.
No, and then many of those were DUI homicide. And
you know, Ron DeSantis said it pretty good about the Haitian immigrants. He said if they could afford it, well, he said they could charter a fly to Mexico, and walk across the border and walk right in.
Yep, absolutely.
And my wife says, well, if they could afford a flight, to Mexico. I'm like, okay, well, but once they get there, they just tiptoe right across right into the U.S.
And not to be conspiratorial, but there are plenty of people who want to flood people into the southern border. So there's people who would be willing to, and I guarantee there is going to be a
the more attention
influx
that our military and law enforcement are paying to the problems we are having on the southern border, the less time they are paying attention to the nefarious, there it is again, actions of these terrorists from the Middle East or wherever else they're coming from, planning and plotting all this shit. And where are all our resources? Oh, I'm sorry, they're all in Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, dealing with this shit.
And hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of military-age men from China have come across the border as well.
Yeah.
Come on in. I'm sure they're fine. Yeah. Totally
no,
fine.
they're okay.
Yeah. And then
Red China, they're okay.
100,000 plus opiate deaths from fentanyl.
Yeah.
Where do you think that's being made? Where do you think that's being brought in? That's being brought in through the Mexican border. And our president could close it off right now. He has the power. It's been done in the past.
Of course he does.
He just doesn't want to. And
hey, on another real quick note, what do you guys think of the lighting in here? We bought some new lights. We got the red and blue to, because a lot of police agencies have red and blue. Of course, Camille said, oh, you're just paying homage to the hose draggers because of the red. And I said, no, our police cars had red and blue lights. But
we love the hose draggers too.
We got a new flag here. Not that there's anything wrong with the American flag, but this kind of symbolizes thin blue line. So we hung up a new flag.
The police memorial flag. Yep.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you like the new background, the new color scheme, and all that. A lot of work went into all this, so let us know.
LT, last words?
Last words are close the freaking borders.
Yep.
Close them down, and close them down now, because if we don't, it's going to get so bad that we are never going to be able to get control of it. Yeah. Well, we don't have control of it now, but we never will if we don't stop it. It's got to be closed down.
Yeah, and my last words is I don't know why a country would allow itself to be poisoned so much by fentanyl. It's killing us, and we're just letting it flow in. And then on top of that, these bad actors from Venezuela or whatever, just coming in and killing our people. I don't get it. Stop it.
The nefarious people?
The nefarious people. All right, guys. Hey, thanks. Make sure and subscribe and like and share and all that. And always remember, at Surviving the Badge,
we still got your 6. Hang in there and be safe out there.